We finally did it, guys. Jazz Tutorial teamed up with Jeff Schneider and we've made a collaboration. So a lot of you are already familiar with Jeff Schneider. He has an amazing channel. Both he and I are very similar. We both have master's degrees in music and we both have YouTube channels dedicated to teaching you jazz piano. So in this video you're going to see Jeff and I make our own reharmonization arrangements of the same song. We've chosen Sam Smith's recent song Too Good at Goodbyes, and both of us have come up with very different arrangements. Jeff has a really nice jazz piano arrangement for solo piano. I have a slightly more electronic sounding arrangement. And in this video we're going to start with Jeff's arrangement, then we're going to listen to him do a bit of a breakdown, then I'm going to play you my arrangement, and then I'm going to do a bit of a breakdown myself. So enjoy the video, you're in for a treat, and we're going to get straight in. Take it away, Jeff.
So we're primarily in the key of F major here. A couple of times we modulate out of the key of F briefly, but a lot of what you're hearing is just F major with a bunch of really interesting passing chords. So we're going to break some of those down and see what's going on. So we start off with F major, and then, so this is our first chord progression. It's F to this E flat over G, and then F over A. I really like doing chords, major chords with the third and the bass, especially consecutively. You can pretty much go to any chord you want as long as the third is in the bass, and even if it's not diatonic, it's still going to sound good. There's something about that interval structure that works really well for moving harmony all over the place. So in this example I have E flat over G, or E flat major 13 over G, going to F major over A, and I can take this, I'm just going a bunch of random chords with the third and the bass, and it sounds great. It's just a really nice sounding chord, and the voicing that you use also has an impact on that. So if you take a look here, my first voicing looks like this with F, C, G, and then A. Then this is the third and the bass there. There's the major 7, the 1. This is an E flat chord, by the way. The 9, the 3, and then the 5. And then you can add the 13 on there if you like. And then after that we have F major 9 over A, another one of my favorites. Classic voicing here. 3, 7, 1, 9, 5. Okay. So going on, we have another chord with the third and the bass. This is B flat major 9 over D, and this is essentially the 4 chord with the third and the bass, the third of that 4 chord in the bass. So again, we're in the key of F, the 4 chord is B flat, the third of B flat is D. So that's what it is doing down there. 2, 5, 1. 2, 5, 1 to B flat major. Basic. All right, passing chords. A minor, G minor, F. Nothing to write home about, but it does fill the gap. It does fill some of that space there. Let's keep going.
So we're going to stop Jeff here. He has the full tutorial on his channel. I'm going to link to that at the end of the video, but there's still a lot of information to cover in this tutorial, so we're going to leave it at that. Now we're going to cut to my arrangement of the same song. Here is my take on Sam Smith's Too Good at Goodbyes. Now, the main takeaway that I want you to get from this lesson is that when I'm composing a chord progression, or in this case making an arrangement of an existing melody, really one of my main criteria is that I'm trying to satisfy both the heart and the head. What do I mean by that? Well, I want to have some sophisticated sections, I want some tritone substitution in there, I want some advanced chord voicings, some jazz chords, and I want all of these sophisticated sounds in my arrangement, so that's how I satisfy the brain or the head. But I also want some emotional sounds in there, so I want to satisfy the heart as well. And the way that I do that is I make sure there's some diatonic sections, some simple sections where we use just some simple diatonic chords, more like a pop song. And by contrasting the two, you create a really listenable arrangement and you're satisfying both the head and the heart. So personally, as a composer, I like to combine the two, and that's the main point that I want you to take away from this lesson. You'll see that I'm really going back and forth between these two sounds. Simple diatonic chords mixed with some advanced jazz piano techniques. Okay, so let's go through this from beginning to end. Starts off very simply with a diatonic sound. And here's that sophistication. This is a nice voicing for a D minor 7 chord. Actually, it's a D minor 9 chord. And really, this is one of my favorite voicings, which is a Kenny Barron 11th voicing, where you have a stack of fifths in the left hand and a stack of fifths in the right hand, built from the third of the chord. So F, C, G. Normally, this is how I would play this chord. But in this case, I actually cut off the top note. And it's still a really nice voicing, just going up to the 7th. And the only reason I cut it off is I'm making a melody. I wanted it to go down to a C. Back to diatonic. Very simple voicings here. Just the root and the third. So I know that was a lot of information to take in. As I said at the beginning, just focus on taking one key takeaway from this lesson. Maybe it's a chord voicing, maybe it's a concept. Either way, we'd love to hear from you. Let us know what your biggest takeaway from this lesson was in the comments below. And you can watch Jeff's complete tutorial over at his YouTube channel. I'm going to put a link below. And I highly recommend you check out his complete breakdown, because he shares chord voicing after chord voicing after chord voicing. And if you're serious about learning jazz piano, I highly recommend you subscribe to Jeff's channel as well as mine, because our two channels really complement each other nicely. In fact, Jeff uses completely different chord voicings to me. So you can take some of Jeff's best chord voicings and then take some of my best chord voicings. And lastly, you can download the sheet music to both Jeff's arrangement and my arrangement at the links below. Jeff has his sheet music on his Patreon page. I have my sheet music as well as the MP3 backing track at the second link below. You can download it absolutely free. So with that said, thank you very much for watching. Thank you, Jeff, for being part of this video. It was my pleasure to work with you, and I hope we can do this again soon.